Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And before this video starts, I would just like to tell you that you should immediately check out my channel. Go to my channel and check out the video The Journey Begins, because that video that is how you can get on the ballot. Anyways, so here, you just go on my channel and you click The Journey Begins. So, for today, we are going to be looking at my Senate prediction for 2022 as of now, which is April 5th. So if you are watching this in the future, do not think that this is my final prediction. I will probably have uploaded one at that point. And first, let's go through the safe states in the Senate. Most likely, the safe states are not that hard to predict. And hold up a second. California is a safe state. New York is a safe state. Let me go through a few others. And more safe states for Republicans would be Oklahoma, North Dakota, South Dakota, all these safe red states. And so, let's begin my predictions for the states that are less safe. Oregon, Washington, safe Democrat. And the Senate of these states will most likely never vote Republican for a while in the federal level, but there certainly can be changes in the race, but it's highly unlikely at this point. Connecticut, Maryland, safe. And of course, am I using the right map? Let me see. Yeah, I'm using the right map. So Alaska would be safe Republican. Hawaii is safe Democrat. We're going to start moving into ones that are harder to predict with Idaho, Utah, Colorado. All these are safe red. Okay, now let's move on to Florida, I guess first. Florida currently has the incumbent Marco Rubio, who is a Republican. He is a senator from Florida, and I'm going to put that in my likely column for Republicans for a few reasons, actually. Marco Rubio is a well-favored incumbent, especially in Florida. He has the Hispanic support that he needs to win re-election, and he has the incumbency advantage to edge out in that state. Georgia, at this moment, I'm going to put as lean Democrat because of the fact that Georgia is going to get more and more Democrat as the years pass, and they are going as a federal level at the moment, so they are most likely going to replace they're most likely going to keep the Democratic senator they have right now. And but again, Georgia went to Biden by like 0.4, so that's why it's in leans. It's barely going to go to Democrats again. Oh, also, I forgot to put Kentucky and Indiana as safe Republican. This puts so with these two, we are at Republicans at 45 and Democrats at 46. North Carolina is leans for Republicans because I put it as tilt. North Carolina is very, very hard to flip after it became conservative after 2008. And their senator there, he has the incumbent advantage. And he has a pretty good approval rating, an average approval rating. And history has shown that if you have an average approval rating and you are the incumbent, you will most likely going to win re-election unless you are against a very, very strong candidate. New Hampshire. New Hampshire, I'm putting as lean Democrat because for a while now it has been trending blue, and the senators it currently has are both Democrats, I believe. And again, as I said, the incumbency advantage will help him, and he has a good approval rating. Those two things will help him edge out in this swing state. Same thing with Arizona. They're in a similar situation with Georgia. They're going to get more and more Democrat as the years go on. And when things get more Democrat, they will go on a federal level as well. But the reason it's lean is, again, Biden won this by 0.4%, I believe, on a national level. So it is, again, going to be close. Republicans are not completely gone there, so they do still have a chance in this state. Kansas is safe Republican. Nevada is lean Democrat because, again, two things. The state is, hey, he's the incumbent and he's popular. He's going to be able to win. Oh, Illinois is also safe Democrat. So this puts the Democrats to 50. They will win the majority, as we can see in this map. The Democrats will retain the Senate. Let's continue to do the other states. Ohio, I'd put as a likely, seeing as this state is getting more and more Republican, and just like Iowa, they're in a very similar situation, and they will continue to get more Republican. Democrats have maxed out in this state and are not going to be able to do better here unless they have someone like Sherrod Brown with the populist tone to come in. But there's no signs of that at this moment. Wisconsin, many people are putting Wisconsin, people are predicting Wisconsin as both sides, Democrat and Republican, and I'm putting Wisconsin as tilt Republican because it is getting more Republican. It is more Republican than the rest of the Rust Belt. And another thing about Wisconsin is that the incumbent, I believe, is running for re-election. I think he'd be able to edge out in that state. Barely, by maybe less than 1% even. Pennsylvania, however, Pennsylvania, I'm going to put that as tilt Democrat. I think the Democrats will be able to flip this seat in Pennsylvania, and that would be very good for them, actually. And this, in my prediction at the end, is 51 Democrats to 49 Republicans. So they will retain the Senate and actually expand their Senate majority by 1 seat. Another thing is I'd like to bring up some other factors. As we can see in, let me show you guys. Yeah. This is Sabotage's Crystal Ball's ratings. Their ratings are basically the same as mine, except they did not predict Pennsylvania. They're saying it can go both ways. I gave it to the Democrats. So my Sabotage is known for their correctness, as they predicted almost everything in the 2020 election. But my point is that I think they're right in most things except for Pennsylvania. I'm going to put that as tilt Democrat because, as I said, the Pennsylvania is a tough situation. However, when I put in tilt leans or likelies, that means it still does have a chance of flipping. That does not mean there's a 0% chance, and I will continue to update these predictions as I go on.